wants and needs are two very different things. And in the modern day and age, where we kind of have everything already, the line becomes more and more blurred day by day. I mean, fundamentally, I feel wants and needs are always kind of dependent on who you are, what you do, your philosophy, how much money you have, lots of factors. It's all very dependent. I feel as if the more we have, the more wants become needs. Because if you have your fundamental, if you have your shelter, you have your food, you have your water, and then I feel as if naturally as humans, we're almost not contented with that sometimes. We desire more, we desire more from life. We desire to do more. I mean, some people are very much contented with that, and that's very noble, but I feel as if we need more sometimes to keep us alive. I feel as if our basic needs are almost not enough in the modern day and age. And I feel as if that's why a lot of people kind of fall into traps of stuff like consumerism and consumption, is because we're trying to justify and find needs that we don't need. I always try to sort of think when I'm going to buy something if I actually need it. And realistically, if I think about it from an outward perspective, I actually don't need anything I buy. I mean, I've got quite a lot of stuff now. I collect stuff, usually mostly charity shops, so I don't spend an absolute ton on stuff. But I often think, oh, I need this, I need that, I need a pair of loafers, I need a nice watch. But realistically, I don't, these are all things that are external to me and don't really matter. They're not really going to bring me any joy if I bring it down to the fact of when I get it. I mean, obviously I'll get it and I'll think, oh, these are really cool, I like this item, it's nice, I'm going to wear it X amount of days, but realistically, it's notwithstanding, like it doesn't last enough for me. I feel as if that's obviously, yeah, it's tricky, I feel like consumerism, it's just not, it's not sustainable, I feel. For some people it might be, but for me it's just not. For example, like the other day, I was thinking of potentially getting a vintage watch, just because I love watches. I like specifically vintage watches, and I bought a couple, don't get me wrong, and they've all been quite nice. Well, some of them not so much. One of them I scuffed up pretty bad, which is a bit annoying. One of them doesn't work, and the other one, the straps broke, so not particularly that successful on my front. So mostly, I kind of just stick to just a basic Casio F91W as like a daily watch I wear. And to be honest, it is kind of a need. Like, it does everything I need. Like, it means I don't have to look at my phone when I know the time. It is literally just a watch in the most basic sense, but yet I think it's probably the best watch ever made. I think it's fantastic. Like, I almost couldn't do without it. But yet still, like, I do want another watch, but I don't need another watch. This is all I need. And even this, I don't technically need, because obviously in this day and age, everyone's got a phone, but it's nice to be disconnected.